In our other headline story, Deputy Commissioner of Police responsible for operations Neil Parker will depart the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda this week. Parker had retired from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police as a chief superintendent and joined the local police force over 3 years ago. Parker is now the last of 4 Canadian Mounted Police officers to depart the force.
After working for just over 3 years with the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda, Neil Parker, who holds the responsibility for operations, is thanking the government and people of Antigua and Barbuda for an opportunity to serve. He says he is pleased with the improvements made within the force and says it came as a result of hard work aimed at reducing criminal activity in the Twin Island state.
Since 2007 and 2008 when we came here, the police force is performing much better. The police force is in much better shape today than it was when we first got here. And that is due to the hard work of the men and women in the police force during this particular time. We've had an opportunity to reduce crime. The performance of the police force directly translates into the reduction in crime. And while there's still a lot of work that has to be done within the police force, I'm confident that, I leave the police force, depart the police force in better shape than what it was when we got here.
In 2008, 4 retired Canadian Mounted Police formed the hierarchy of the Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda, as triggered by the Alphonsboro report when the UPP administration initiated an inquiry into the workings of the force. A study evaluated the operations of the force after it was marred by allegations of corruption, incompetence, and damaging political scandals. But while the force has made significant strides, Parker believes that there's much room for improvement. He says continued training and education is critical to quality and consistent performance.
In order to have a better performing police officer, you have to give them the tools and the knowledge to equip them so that they can perform their duties. So that will always be an emphasis in that particular area. In terms of management and leadership, we have to ensure that the members continue to perform, and not just perform sporadically, but perform on a more consistent basis. And that means putting emphasis on management and leadership, because our members do have the tools. They are skilled police officers, witnessed by the events of the last 2 or 3 years, especially in the last 2 weeks when we had a heinous crime committed in this country, and our police officers were able to act and work tirelessly to apprehend individuals, and which is a credit to them. They are detecting crime much more than they were, and that also translates into success in the High Court as well as Magistrates Court. So I'm satisfied that, again, the time and energy in the future will be to ensure that our police officers have the training so that they'll continue to be able to perform at that high level.
The Cabinet of Antigua and Barbuda accepted the recommendations of the Bro report in its entirety and without delay implemented 66 recommendations aimed at improving morale.